Hey, it's Michelle Butt, and today I just wanted to talk to you a little bit as a coach. And if you're a coach, a consultant, or a mentor, I'm sure you've come up against this issue at some point in your career. So one of the things I wanted to talk about was, well, it's actually two things. It's about time and it's about money. So one of the things that the work in the FAST method that I do with facial intelligence and facial acuity is to help coaches and consultants and mentors close more sales on those one-on-one strategic calls that they have. So those ones where somebody gets through your lead generation mechanism and gets onto that strategy call with you so that you can sell them a service or a product. And usually that is something that is one of your more high ticket, high value, high touch products. And so the importance of that call and of that call going right is really important for the client because it's going to mean a bigger commitment potentially than they're used to. And it's really important to you because it will mean perhaps a bigger impact on your bottom line. Now, one of the things that I found, especially when I was starting out in the business and when I work with coaches who are starting out, is that there's this question of, well, they'll never pay that, or I can't charge that, or part of the reason why I'm not closing these strategy calls is because I'm charging too much. And that isn't necessarily the case. It's just potentially you're attracting people that aren't charging, don't want to pay that much. And that's because somehow your lead generation is getting in the wrong type of client to that call. That's one thing, and that's a discussion for another day. But, the thing that I want you to recognize and the thing that I had to learn as a coach was that the one thing that we don't get back in life, and this was reiterated to me viscerally so much more in the last 2 years, especially because if you know me at all, or if you don't, then you'll know that just over 2 years ago, my ex-husband died suddenly in a freak plane crash. And it was a beautiful summer day, and my kids were preparing to go to his house the next day, and we got a call, and he was taking a flight that he takes all the time, and somehow the plane crashed and he passed away. And it just reminded us all, especially me, of how precious time is, and that you just never know. And if you are, especially in your business, going to devote time to someone else, or if you're going to devote time to anything, you want to make sure that that is the most valuable way you are spending that time, because time is the one thing that is finite in this life. We can always make more money, we can always get so many more things, but we don't get time back. And if you are taking time to be on strategy calls with potential clients, and you are on 10 or 15 a month, and you're only closing 1 or 2, then those are 13 or 12 half hours or so that you're not getting back, that you could have spent differently, or you could have made more impactful so that that time became of more value to you and to them. And when you are asking someone to commit time to you like you would on a high value offer like one-on-one coaching or small group coaching, things that are in the price point of the thousands of dollars, not just hundreds or the $97 price point, then that's a time commitment you're going to make. And that time of yours and that time of that potential client is valuable, and you both need to feel the value of that time by you contributing wholeheartedly and being as skillful as you possibly can be to help that client and to show them that you are the person to help them, and them knowing how valuable it is that you are going to invest time into them and that they're going to invest their time into you and get the most out of it by spending the appropriate amount of money that is energetically resonant for both of you to get the results out of the time that you're going to share together. So that's why it's really important to have the best possible tools that you can have to make that strategy call the most effective call it can be, and close more of them so that your time and the client's time, the value is coincides with resonance, and that you aren't spending a lot of time on a lot of calls and not getting your time and money's worth on them. Because really, at the end of the day, we as coaches are building businesses of service because we want to serve people. And if we can't grow those businesses by bringing in the revenue that we need to, then we can't serve as many people as we would like to serve. And then our time is not the best spent that we would like it to be spent. So today, I hope that this little discussion helps you see the value of time, the value of having the right skills, or the most appropriate skills, like the FAST method would provide you with, to make that interaction on those calls so resonant that that person says yes to you, that when you look at their face, you see already how to talk to them and how to help them. And that this is a tool that you consider to help you grow your business, help more people, and spend your time more wisely. So until next time, I'm Michelle Budd. It was great to talk to you today, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.